Welcome back, fellow Thrones LCG fans. We are here on Rob's gaming table with round 3 from the face-to-face games Battle of the Trident tournament. On the left we have Rene playing Martell, Lord of the Crossing. On the right we have Kyle back again, playing Night's Watch Kings of Winter. So for the Martell setup we have Edric Dane, Arion Martell, and a Rose Road. And on the right, the Night's Watch player is set up, as Rene likes to call it, the Nose Road. Steel and gold with the white tree, and a Rose Road.
This is a great song.
And Samuel Tarley and Maester Aemon. So I think it's a pretty good start for the Night's Watch player. Getting some insight on the board early. Aemon, who's his own type of card advantage by saving Night's Watch characters from dying. Not to mention, he's got his gold stealing location, white tree, and economy on top of that, ready to go. I'm sure the choke will start happening shortly, and that's going to help him weather through that storm. But the Martell player, Rene, seeing a Rose Road is pretty huge against that. So we do have one more round from this tournament coming up shortly on the channel. Hit subscribe so you're notified when those videos go live. Hit that alarm bell button beside the subscribe button if you're already a subscriber to be notified when new videos go up. And when we go live to do live streams of Game of Thrones and board games and other stuff on the channel. So we've got Song of Summer flipped into a Wraiths in their midst. So we will have some card reduction for the reserve coming from the Night's Watch winter deck. But I guess not actually. Wraiths in their midst is shut off with the Song of Summer being out, I think. I can look that up actually. I mean, usually most winter effects are shut off by by a summer plot being out there, but some of them are, you know, if there's more winter than summer, or as long as there's no summer, it's like kind of sucks. I wish it was a consistent across the board, depending on the effect, or I guess a consistent way for the season's effects to work. But I guess variety's good too.
So I always lose the reserve just if I don't.
Reserve always happens, yeah.
So I am going down
3 cards.
3 cards. Awesome.
So it looks like, yeah, Wraiths does not care. It's just a winter plot. Reduces the reserve value on each opponent's revealed plot card by 2 to a minimum of 2. Yeah, it doesn't care if there's a summer plot out or not. And we know the winter agenda is reducing the reserve by 1 of both players right now. But he's got Tarley out there to counteract that downside right now. And if he's got an Iron Throne, that can help with that too. So looks like a King's Road popped here. Looks like Night's Watch is going first. He's got the Messenger Raven out there for some card draw. And Benjen Stark, who prevents Rangers from being stealth, which includes himself. And then we got the white tree triggered on the Martell player's marshalling, and he's going to do a mega contribution, sir, and steal another gold. I got a dupe on Edric. Blood Orange Grove, which I'm sure Rene is happy to see. When you got a deck across the table stealing all your gold from you, you're gonna need that economy.
Do it as much as I could.
Don't trust anybody.
Yeah, anybody in the corner there.
But interestingly, Song of Summer on the other side, while there are no winter plot cards revealed, each player you control gets +1 strength. So the winter on Wraiths in their midst is shutting off the Song of Summer. So no +1 for little Edric or that Green Blood Trader or Arion right now.
Go ahead. I'll trust your top 2.
Looks like we have the Green Blood Trader trigger going off here. Rene's just referencing the cards in his hand, trying to decide which one of the two to take.
Draw your two drops, whatever. 8 more.
Doesn't seem that obvious. But the choice is made.
No, it's just 5. Yeah. Okay. So, 5. 8 to 5. Okay. Alright, so what the hell do we have? We have. Do you have any reaction to Lily? Yeah, but not that I have.
Living the dream.
And 2 more gold spent for a Dawn attached to Edric Dane, who is a House Dane trait. So he will have Intimidate and gain +1 strength for each plot that is in that player's used pile, which right now is 0 in the used pile. There is only 1 plot active right now, but none in the used pile yet. Doesn't really start kicking in until round 2.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Are my challenges?
Yeah.
I just want to give a notice. There is we announced a couple winners yesterday on the or earlier this week actually on the channel for our Token Mania premium token giveaway. I did a review on them and gave some tokens away. I will have another set of tokens and house cards and stuff from another local, well, I guess not local, but another vendor. I guess local to the community is what I was trying to say. Coming up on the channel shortly, so I'll be doing another contest for that, so stay tuned. More giveaways coming. Go check out the winners video where I announced the winners from the last contest, is what I was trying to get at there, just so you guys see who won, and then those winners, if you can contact me how I described in that video, I can ship you out your tokens. And congratulations. So looks like military challenge here with Benjamin. Edric was given a military icon with a buck there, and he's going to block for 1, so it's not unopposed. Greenblood Trader dies for claim, and now we got Samuel Tarley coming in for a 1 strength intrigue challenge. Either trying to force Arion to kneel and block. Rene is going to lose some cards.
Does Dolores said immediately enter the challenge? Or
Going to lose some cards most likely here for reserve anyway. But do you want to let the Night's Watch player draw for insight? That's the real question. And Arion is going to block for 4. And it looks like that's it for Kyle, the Night's Watch player. Over to Rene, the Martell player, for his challenges.
Oh, that's what that pile of cards was.
Probably has something in hand he can drop in with Arion, but... And yeah, I was right. Here it comes. It's Nymeria.
action. Steal his intrigue icon.
So looks like Eamon just lost his intrigue icon to Nymeria. And we got an intrigue challenge of 4 strength. Are we going to see Dolores Ed drop in here or not? Looks like a not.
Wow.
Can I see that for a second?
And it's a copy of, I think it's the event that lets you play characters out of the discard pile, but I could
I know it's
be
nasty.
wrong.
I know it's the deck. I just forget to what it's stands.
See Rene trying to figure out what it does there.
I think it's looking like Dom for you.
One more thing.
Yeah, it's the Night Gathers. It's an event, loyal, cost 1 for Night's Watch, obviously. Choose an opponent whose reserve value is lower than yours. Until the end of the phase, you may marshal characters from that player's discard pile as if they were in your hand. So one of those, I know the deck is kind of built around that, from seeing Kyle playing at our local game nights and at this tournament. So I guess it's good for Rene to get one of those out of his hand and in the discard pile.
Yeah.
Arion, Spear Maiden, and Nymeria.
Yep.
And you just saw Rene have to discard 4 reserve, getting rid of that Spear Maiden, Nymeria, and Arion. Curious what else is in his hand that he chose to keep over those, but I guess the Nymeria thing makes sense since you already have her in play. Maybe he's got another copy of Arion, but I guess he would have. Maybe he wouldn't dupe her.
Well, no, I don't know. But we're out of the non-far one.
Now we have March to the Wall into trading with the Pentoshi.
You can be first player.
So it looks like the Night's Watch are trying to send some characters to the wall, aka the discard pile, to try to marshal them out later. And it's Edric going with a dupe, and Dawn going back to hand since it's not terminal. Leaving Nymeria on the board alone. We got Samuel Tarley getting marched.
Oh, I think I probably should have.
Very beautiful iron throw.
Yes, exactly.
I'm going to steal one up here.
So we got White Tree triggering, taking a gold. Looks like Martell player's going first.
9, sorry. No, you didn't
No, you
play.
get 10.
Didn't play.
I don't have a
one.
winter note.
Still trading before I'll put that in yours and then I'll
Three, 6, 9, 10. Rose Road to Gold is
Yeah, that was
yours.
tough, but I got played the next turn, I think. So it's, yeah. So I missed my chance this turn.
He got his 3rd copy of Nymeria. So she now has a duplicate on her, but that is all the Nymerias we will see. No more in the deck.
Scout.
We've got a Desert Scavenger, so some more economy, which is good. That's what's needed against this choke that isn't happening this round. No winter plot, so the gold value is not reduced on trading. But normally the Kings of Winter, if there's a winter plot out, it takes the gold value down by 1 on non-summer plots of your opponent.
So on the board,
We got Doran in play. And there was another copy of Arion, which makes sense why the other one was discarded if he had it. So Doran's going to start buffing up other Martell Lords and Ladies, which Arion is one.
That's it for me.
Too bad Edric wasn't still out there with that Dawn on him, or he would have been benefiting greatly as the rounds go on. Become quite the beast. So looks like we're over to Night's Watch for marshalling, dropping in Ocean Road, which is a limited reducer that is going to reduce the cost of out-of-faction and neutral cards by 1 when you kneel it, which makes sense if you're going to be playing cards out of your opponent's discard pile using that Night Gathers event. That helps you reduce the economy on them. And maybe he's running a high number of neutrals. I do think we see a Wildling Horde in hand. And yeah, there it is. Wildling Horde out with a duplicate. So those guys are able to kneel your faction card. Oh, not a duplicate. It's not unique. Which makes sense that it's not unique, but then there's Stark Armies that are unique. It's been a while since I've seen that card in play. I do love Wildling Horde, though. He's going to be able to kneel his faction card to add +2 strength to a Wildling in play, if I recall correctly.
Just making sure. Alright. You guys insight? Oh yeah, for sure.
I didn't remember when you were playing Kurt, I was like,
He still plays for Dominus.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
I will not be winning Dominus probably for a long time.
I just blanked to me now.
It's like a power challenge with Doran Martell. 4 strength. Well, actually, -1. Lord of the Crossing, Rob. Lord of the Crossing. First challenge, -1 strength. from all of his characters. Third challenge he initiates gets +2 strength for all of his characters.
Intrigue.
Intrigue with Arion. 5 strength, 1 plot card in the use pile, so Doran's giving her a +1 since she's another Martell Lord or Lady. So yeah, back to Wildling Horde. They are non-unique. Army and Wildling. 5 strength, 5 cost, military power, no attachments, pillage, challenges action deal your faction card to choose a participating Wildling character you control until the end of the challenge. That character gets +2 strength.
No reactions to winning.
1, 2, 3. 1, 3.
So the Intrigue challenge hits a copy of Ghost. Now we're going to see Nymeria steal a military icon. If she hasn't already stolen an icon, I don't know. Usually Rene is pretty good for putting the tokens on her, so I don't think she has yet. But if he does steal a military icon, yeah, he will. So he's going to try to go for the Lord of the Crossing bonus here. So she's military, 4 strength, +2 from the agenda, so it's 6. Now the Wildling Horde could come in for 5, get the buff to 7. Unless I'm missing something here, he could block it, which I think he's going to do right here.
Post for 7? Yep. Pillage?
So pillage happened from winning the challenge even on defense, and the House Day Knight hits the discard pile off the top of the deck. And over to the Night's Watch, Eamon coming in on an Intrigue challenge, 2 strength, no defenders. So sometimes you see it happen with Lord of the Crossing decks. They go hog wild on the offense when they go first, trying to get their bonuses off, gain as much power as possible, but then they leave themselves exposed. Sorry, like we have here.
Yep, Dom is me. Dominance action.
Got Night's Watch winning dominance and drawing some cards. Looks like the Night's Watch player's at 5 power. Martell player only at 1.
Yep. But that makes sense. We got to where I am.
Yeah, I'll just change this to 72.
That is correct to do that. Don't check the last like.
Yeah, or if you've got the book. But the problem
If the book has something I can't find it.
oh yeah.
What's more likely we lost the invoice or we made a mistake in the numbers?
Sure. I mean, like Kelly's definitely going to.
Here we go for plot number 3. March to the wall on the opposite side now. Into Heads on Spikes.
There's 2 options. Either the invoice is missing or the book's wrong.
Yeah.
And only 1 card left in the Martell player's hand, so it's a Tears. Not a character, but having your opponent with an empty hand either way is pretty great.
Yes.
Okay, cool. As long as we're on the same page there.
So March is going to get rid of a Desert Scavenger and try to take some pressure off across the board. Maybe get rid of one of those Wildling Hordes. And it looks like that will be the choice.
I'm first.
Yep. It's always good when you can march and get rid of your 1 cost investment to get rid of a 5 cost investment across the board. That feels pretty good.
4, 5. I didn't get to count that back.
Looks like the Martell player 1 initiative has chosen the Night's Watch player to go first here. So Kyle is going to be marshalling with 5 gold. He will not get to use some extra gold from stealing it yet. He may still steal some, but it's not going to help him in his marshalling, obviously. Second Ocean Road.
Oh, he's freezing.
So I know at this point, Kyle on the right, the Night's Watch player, was undefeated at this point. So we're in round 3. So he's 2-0. I'm not sure what Rene's record was at this time, but I think it probably was 2-0.
I don't care.
Might make sense. And ladies and gentlemen, hold the presses. We have Varus on the board. And a little Raven. And as soon as Varus hit the board, you see Rene start shuffling his cards nervously. Shaking in his boots. Doesn't know what to do. But that Varus definitely does help with the trying to fill characters into the discard pile to then use that Night Gatherers. I don't know if the whole deck is based around just those, maybe 3 copies of that event. Trying to make that happen. I know it is pretty powerful when it does. It's interesting. Just not sure if it's, you know, smart to be playing your deck hoping that you get your discard stuff going off and then trying to marshal out of your opponent's discard pile. I don't know, why wouldn't you just put the good characters in your deck and play a different faction? I don't know, but I think it's awesome. It's a neat deck type, but just thinking about it, I don't know if it's good or not. Like, it seems like a lot of work just to play your opponent's characters, and who says they have good characters in their discard pile at the time you want to do this? I mean, definitely hitting the reserve though. He's winning intrigue challenges. He's hitting reserve, or shrinking reserve on his opponent, making him discard cards. He's playing Marched. He's got Varus. It all makes sense. Oh, and there's Yorin too, I guess. I don't know what else I'm missing. I am not a Night's Watch pro by any means. That's why we all have Joe in the community for, so he can keep us all in check with the Night's Watch. And just want to give it a shout out. Go check out his articles actually on Fantasy Flight Games website. He's been writing some Night's Watch focused articles for them, and yeah, you should check them out.
Thinking of putting in. That's fine.
So Arion's dropping in a Sirio.
I only have a beach initiative, so. Or do I think I don't have
It looks like Doran now has a military icon and stealth. And we're going to have Sirio defend that military challenge from Benjin, and Sirio is chosen for claim. I am not sure. I guess he's just thinking Varus is going to go off, so it doesn't matter, and Sirio's probably a 1 in his deck, so just kill it. He needs to keep that dupe on Nymeria. It makes sense, I guess. That may prevent the Night's Watch player from using Varus, but I think he's sitting in a good spot if he just leaves Varus on the board and continues just the way things are going.
He does have stealth. Intrigue.
If you're declaring the intrigue challenge, it's that or you don't declare stealth.
Yeah, we'll do intrigue. We'll stealth Nim.
So intrigue challenge of 5, stealthing Nymeria. Doran sitting out there 4 strength, can block. He was not able to be stealth because he got stealth from Sirio. Lord of the Crossing deck is on the defense now. I think maybe going a little too offensive, a little too early there in the game. Making him fall behind just a little bit.
How high can you get to? He's right now 3, 2, 4.
So looks like no defenders, unopposed power gained. Arion, obviously the last card in hand, discarded. And the Martell player now has an empty hand, which is not where the Martell player wants to be right now. That is for sure. So Namiri is stealing a power icon from the Wildling Horde. And over to Martell for challenges. Only has 2 characters out, so the first challenge is going to be -1 strength on the characters involved. And he doesn't look like he's going to be able to get to his 3rd challenge from his agenda bonus. Or use his agenda bonus is what I meant to say.
First will be military stealth. You have 3 minds.
Yeah, it's unopposed.
Oh, we read.
Unopposed.
Yeah.
We have an unopposed power challenge, gaining 2 power for the Martell player, stealing 1 from the Night's Watch player.
Yeah, unopposed.
There we go. There we go. Funny business yet. So I'll take 1. And then Dominic will take you to 14 bucks. This will be a double power.
I think we just had a military challenge with Doran. Stealthing the Wildling Horde, went unopposed, got a bonus there. Just looking for claim on the Night's Watch side, then we should have a card drawn from Insight off of Doran.
I think I should have
You just need that big 1 red, right? Yep.
Now with Eamon Nelt, you can't use him to save. You could do Benjin, get the 2 powers, shuffle them back in. But then the Night's Watch player will get that attachment back. It's weird how he's not grabbing that Messenger Raven though. I would have just grabbed that, but I guess he's pretty low on cards. He needs that card draw. And that Raven does jump back to hand before Varys will go off. So that may be a claim soak he needs in the next round when his board's not as big, if he does plan on popping Varys this round. And he's digging for his event probably. If he doesn't have his event, so play characters out of the discard pile. He may be digging for his other copy. Already seen 1 go to the discard pile.
Yeah, we'll claim that.
So Eamon gets killed.
Ace Dream.
It's like,
Yep. My dom? I have a dom.
So we get a card draw off the Raven. Raven goes back to hand. Are we going to see Varys popped here?
Yeah, I'm at 5 of 6.
I'm at 1 of 5.
Nope. Varys is going to stick around.
Yep.
But I could have stuck in Eder to block the.
So this game has not really gotten out of control yet. 6 power on the Night's Watch side to 4 power on the Martell side. So could still go either way. And we got Varys Riddle into Song of Summer. So 2nd copy of Song of Summer in the Martell deck. And another non-winter plot. So that Kings of Winter reduction of gold is not really going to work here. I guess it's a summer plot too, so wouldn't hit it anyway. But White Tree continues to steal gold. That is a thing. Another Blood Orange Grove. We have a Tainted thrown on Varys. So he loses his Intrigue icon. So it leaves him iconless with Stealth, makes him pretty useless, other than his awesome ability. But
5, 6.
we'll just sit there in the meantime. Unless we see a Rattleshirt's Raiders get played, which might make sense in a deck where you're running Ocean Roads and Wildling Hordes. We got a House Maester, card you don't see too often. And Samuel Tarley has reappeared. And 2 messenger ravens. And money to spare. Oh wow, all 3 messenger ravens.
Darklings, Darklings.
Wow.
Get all the friggin' bird keepers out there.
So it looks like the Nice Watch player's down to like 1 card in hand, but
Appropriate.
I think he's gonna have no problem. Oh, 2 cards maybe in hand. He's gonna have no problem in the dominance phase. Just load that hand right back up. And he's got Samuel Tarley's +1 reserve right now to help him out, assuming he's still around at the end of the round.
Okay, first action is gonna be 6 cards in hand.
Looks like 1 card left for the Martell player. All he drew into. He's got the Blood Orange Grove he played and the attachments. No other characters, which is too bad. He does have 5 gold though. Maybe sitting on Arrow Hota.
I'll take the intrigue off of Sam.
Sure. So Samuel Tarley just lost his intrigue icon to Nymeria.
So you've got no intrigue on the board at this point.
I do. I'm Mace.
Oh, Mace, yeah, sorry.
Who won, Kev?
I did.
So all our icon-less characters now are moved to the back row, and then we got Benjin, who has lost a power icon, only has military.
Yes, with a non-tested deck.
It doesn't look like this Nice Watch deck gives 2 craps about the wall or defending unopposed challenges. It's quite a different Nice Watch deck, I think, here. So we have the Martell player attacking first with an intrigue challenge of 3 strength from Nymeria. And no defenders.
No tears in this? It's okay, I had a hand.
And Hands of Judgment. And the Hands of Judgment, sorry. Discarded for
Before
intrigue
you
claim.
tears, I would have.
Right. Man. You're at 6 power.
Oh, I went to dinner. I played Destiny.
Not the spread.
And I saw somebody asking in the comments of the last, one of the last videos from this series, from this event, asking if the Valor pack was out yet, and it was not. This happened the weekend before it got released, I believe.
Power.
For 4.
5.
So it was kind of our last hurrah before Valor came out.
Pose. Pillage.
Ario.
Aerial Hota.
So Hota gets discarded from the top of the deck for pillage.
Yeah. I figure if I'm gonna kneel out the horde, I need to give you power for it.
Makes sense.
Alright, Nice Watch for challenges. Military challenge, 5 strength.
Claim.
Nymeria's dupe will go away.
I don't even know what the hell you could have. Sat on 5 gold, so you could play anything, but I mean, you could be playing around Barrows, which is also true. Could be a dead character. Could be a serial throw. Just trying to figure out what's better to. How do I use this game? I lose by you gaining more power than me. Power with Housemaster.
So doing a power challenge with the Housemaster instead of an intrigue challenge. Try to empty the hand of the Martell player. And there's not really much in there worth grabbing out of that 1 card. Doesn't really fear it.
Yep, I have some actions.
So dominance goes to the Nice Watch player. And here we go, we're gonna have the Ravens get all triggered here.
Him back is 2.
Oh, because they would have had him.
Him back is
Wow. 3 cards grabbed in the dominance phase. Now you decide whether you want to do Varus.
I'm deciding if I'm going to. Your reserve is 5, and you would have 3 cards in hand.
Game of Thrones players, you have 20 minutes remaining in the round.
I will. I'm done with that. Yeah.
So no Varus.
Right. Show.
Thank you, man.
Give me some. I have to discard 1 card, I think. 3, 6, oh no, 7.
8.
I have
Yeah,
7.
you're fine on reserve.
Rene. I like your hat. So I'm guessing from the hat, we're looking for a Pokemon party? No?
So it looks like we got Winter Festival flipped on the Kings of Winter Night's Watch side here into first Snow of Winter
It's your choice.
on the Martell side.
I'm gonna go first.
I believe first Snow is going to get reduced by 1 gold
Anything happen here?
from the agenda.
Are we drawing? Is that right?
I think we're drawing.
5, 6.
Looks like the Night's Watch player is going first. Takes 6 gold, has a couple Ocean Roads. Hand full of cards.
See your discard.
And he's going to look through his opponent's discard pile, which means he's probably sitting on Night Gathers. Wants to know whether to play it or not.
1, 2, 3. We're gonna Yorin your Hota.
Oh, it's actually Yorin. Arrow Hota goes across the board. Just when you thought it couldn't get worse for the Martell player, it just did.
Remember first snow's coming.
Okay.
Let's remember.
Oh, and yes, Kyle just mentioned he did forget about first Snow.
Draw. That was so bad.
And I completely forgot about first Snow. And we see Kyle waving at us here. He knows, he knows. Now Hota's going to go back to his owner's hand. And that is not good. At least he won't get to be played this round.
And I will say go.
But yeah, he totally forgot about first Snow. And that's too bad. Varus actually gets a dupe on him. He's going to Meager and White Tree.
The choke is a sub-theme. You can't be mad at a sub-theme. You can only be mad at the primary.
I needed that last gold.
So only 2 gold and 2 Blood Orange Groves here for the Martell player. He just said he needed that gold. And he's going to play a King's Road.
You're lucky that he can't play him.
I am.
Well, what's he got? What's the other 2 cards there? You have a character? Maybe he was able to play out his hand, but losing that gold stopped him from doing that. He's got another one of the attachments here. He's Nelta Blood Orange Grove. He's looking across the board. And sure enough, a Tainted on... Not sure what is under that card.
I didn't want him in his discard pile.
Oh, it's Littlefinger. Littlefinger's under there.
Method behind my madness. I can see that.
So we have first Snow go off.
I played him because I was like, how do I lose this turn? I'm like, I lose by him being able to Hota something for some reason. Here, I'll give it to him in his hand. My challenges.
Whoa, you can't ask that question. It's current words. Remember?
That's true. Sorry, do I? Yeah. Do you have any free challenges?
Your classic question.
Yeah.
Classical line of question.
Sorry, but what happened at the regionals was like I said my challenges, and Norm said yes, and I went.
And you took that as he passed on action.
Yes.
Yeah.
If I say my challenge phase. And it was weird because Norm had also said go, and I was like, my challenges? And he said, yep. And I said, did you win?
Alright, so over to the Night's Watch player for challenges here. He's just reminiscing about a previous incident that happened at a regional at Black Knight Games. Where there was some miscommunication between 2 players. One of them was Kyle on the right, and the judge was called. A ruling was laid down. Yeah, it's just definitely a breakdown in communication.
I can't deal with how fresh it is in here.
At least that's what I understood from it. So I don't know if we're having Nymeria trigger here. Yeah, just gonna be a pass. No Nymeria trigger.
That's 4 strength currently standing? 4 strength. You have 1 gold.
Yeah. 3 golds. That was 1.
And I stole 2. Military.
So a military challenge of 4 with Benjamin. I'm not sure what he can do here. Looks like he's going to lose one of these characters on the board. Could steal a military icon with Nymeria and block, but won't be enough to fully defend.
My choke too.
Oh, you do have a winter plot?
Yes, I do.
Okay, sorry.
Sorry.
Oh, looks like they forgot the winter reduction.
If that changed anything, we can backtrack. If that
So I had 4 gold, you took 2 and 3.
So maybe. Oh
I
no,
had
and
2
you
gold,
paid one.
yeah. 1 for
Oh, I
King
see.
Root, and then I
Yeah, meager contribution was played.
Yeah, so you have
On top of White Tree, on top of Winter Plot Reduction, so he actually has 0 gold.
So I don't feel as bad about you playing meager anymore. Challenge action, I'll take Littlefinger. Will I take his power? Military.
I don't know, I think the Martell player here is in a tough spot. He's trying to just steal icons with Nymeria probably before she dies. But it doesn't seem like it's any icon he steals isn't really going to stop any challenges. I mean, there are no intrigue icons on the board for the Night's Watch player, but he does have 2 other power challenge icons.
Bad spot.
And even if he stole one of the military icons, there's no way he's stopping the military challenge it from going through and killing someone anyway.
All of the clues were around. I know, but there was a clue to your left. There was a clue in front of you.
What happened? Did he screw up?
No, he was
I don't know
right
what
there.
Rene can do here to get out of this, but he's thinking it through here.
But that was correct.
Shomar's was right?
Jomar playing Tim was correct.
Okay. So just me, bro. Fucking
Like when we during the Laughing Tree at Worlds, when I was paired down, I like stood up and I like went and asked the very last table, like I was like, "What is your record?" to make sure that everybody was doing the correct thing.
Yeah, so you just hear the guys off to the side talking. There was a pairing issue here in, I believe, the second round. The first round, my game actually, I had lost to a enemy Brian, and Brian went and reported it correctly because the TO Elizabeth even made fun of me for losing, but she entered it in wrong, and then that messed up the pairings for the second round. So our buddy John thought he got paired down to play me, but he did not. It was a goof up. And I proceeded to smash his face in our game, and no chance at all. And he was quite upset about that because he had won his first round, so he still had a chance to go on and possibly win the mat. But I crushed his dreams and brought him down to my losing bracket there. So they were just talking about it after.
Yeah, unopposed.
So an intrigue challenge here from Doran, unopposed. I'm going to take one of the 37 cards from the Night's Watch player's hand.
One of them birds, or maybe a night gathers.
And it's a Messenger Raven.
Got it in one.
Darn. Looks like a Tears of Lists was just grabbed for insight from Doran there. The Night's Watch player is going to gain his Winter Festival power at the end of the challenge phase.
Winter Festival. Dom is yours.
Dom is mine.
So you'll get another.
And yeah, he's just racking up the power here. I think he's at 14 after Dominance.
What? You have 3 cards and your reserve is 5?
Yeah, I think it's 14.
3 cards back to in the end.
So he could just play Wildfire and kill Benjen and win.
No, I like the cards that are played.
If he's playing Wildfire.
No other dominance actually.
I think he's probably playing First Snow. No. A lot of 4 and 5 costers in his deck. Well, at least 5 costers we see on the board.
What are you doing now?
I was talking with Tom and wanted to work it. So that's how I feel.
Hold up. Gotta do a lot of math here.
Oh, sorry, I have to discard 6. I'm at 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have to discard 3 cards.
Yeah, so Night's Watch player just doing his reserve here. He forgot, so he's going to get rid of 3 cards.
That's 2 meagers in your discard?
Correct.
So we're down to the last 2 plots here. 14 power on the Night's Watch side, it looks like, and 5 power on the Martell side. I don't know what the Martell player can do here to get out of this and stop his opponent from gaining 1 power and winning.
I'm loving the prints.
Oh god! Oh god!
And it's not going to do it when he's drawn 1 less card from Early Frost, and Famine is played across the board, which is going to make him have to spend 1 extra gold for characters.
We both draw 1 card.
Yep.
Let's draw 1. I'm going to steal gold from him.
Oh man.
And I'm choking you as well.
So I get 2 gold total.
So you get 4 minus 2. Yeah.
2 gold only after the choke hits him from the agenda and the white tree. And his characters cost 1 more to play. I don't see any way out of this, even with the King's Road here.
Yep.
And the Blood Orange Groves. Oh, looks like do we have the Viper?
Good night.
We have the Viper. He's getting the +1 for each plot in the use pile from Doran,
Oh, sorry, he costs 8.
which I think is 5.
So close.
Oh, he just remembered the Viper costs 8.
Jeez, I had to catch it. I miss every famine. known to
Except
me.
Oh yeah, no
No,
Viper.
I
Viper
missed
goes
all
back.
the-
You can see him use the King's Road. I'm not paying attention.
No, yeah, sorry, backtrack it all up. No, I always miss it when
Oh,
I
that's
play.
too
And then
bad.
we're in challenges, and I'm like,
Viper
adding
would
it
have been
up, I'm like,
+5
I'm
strength.
supposed
That
to
would have been
put
nice,
and they're
but
like, oh, this. I'm like,
Famine
three
says
guys,
no.
They cost 3 more. Like, oh, Famine. I'm like, yeah, damn it, I need to start remembering myself.
Get like a little token and just like
I know.
stick it on your deck or something. Okay, 3, 7.
This will be the time, though, where he makes the other play, and that bites me in the ass. I beat the Red Viper. I lose to play B.
Mystery play.
Mystery play.
Stefan?
I don't think there is a plan B.
So yeah, it's interesting. Early Frost being 2 claim. If he could have stolen a couple power, maybe. But Famine also has 2 claims, so he could steal it right back.
Tree OP.
He's got 4 cards in hand.
You're 14 right now?
Can't play one of them for sure, we know. The Red Viper. So I'm not sure what he can do here and why he's really taking his time thinking this out. We know he's got Hota in there too.
I figure it had to be a character.
But he doesn't have enough gold to ambush Hota in, so he'd have to play him straight up. So he must have another character on top of Hota that he either plays one or the other.
Gen Con at melee. My second
Due to
my-
Famine
I
increasing
came in
Hota's
second.
cost to 4.
Second table I won, third table
And
I
whatever else he has in hand.
And I'm at 13 power, and I flip heads on spikes, and I pick my Stark Fealty guy. He's got 4 cards in hand, and he said, well, you got 50% chance to hit. I flip, character, can jump up. So,
minutes, guys.
so excited.
Crack.
Yep.
So King's Road popping off here.
3, 4, +1. Or no,
Jeff lost.
4 is the +1.
And there's Hota for 4.
My turn.
2 gold saved.
2, 4.
Maybe he's got a Vengeance for Ilya, which will stop power gain on a power challenge. And then hopefully wins dominance. I mean, that's the only shot I think he's got here.
Okay, let's do this again.
Yorin?
So I think the Yorin that went back for first snow is going to happen again.
Probably Mr.
Yorin.
Dane, yeah.
Who's in? Yorin.
So we have a Steward of the Wall, reducing the cost of Yorin. Yorin's going to come in, grab Edric Dane from the discard pile across the table, throw him into play. Add some stealth, you can save some gold. I don't see any milk of the poppy on Doran.
No,
And Kyle's just saying he can keep going, but Rene doesn't see a point, so he concedes. Congrats to Kyle. He is Night's Watch aggressive deck, and Threaten Varus didn't even need to use him there, but seemed like he was just toying with his opponent there near the end. So yeah, Kyle remains undefeated. So we have another video coming up of the final round, where we'll see the 2 of the 3 undefeateds, I believe, that were left face off to see who wins the Battle of the Trident. So hit subscribe to be notified when new videos go up, and hit that like button if you like what you see. Also leave a comment. I do read them. Let me know any feedback. And if you guys want to donate to help support my work here, you can do so at patreon.com/RobsGamingTable. Thank you so much, everyone. We'll see you in the next video.